What's up? This is Whiskey Wonder. And it's been a while since my last review. I do apologize. Forgive me. Okay. But that doesn't mean I haven't been doing my research on finding bourbons and scotch that are under $40 in price and either are very delicious and underpriced or horrible and overpriced, meaning at the $40 mark or cheaper. Last time I tried, what was it? What did I drink last time that tasted like ass? I can't even remember it. That's how bad it was. Like, I'll always remember good drinks that I've had easily. The bad ones, not so much, with the exception of shit like Jaeger and Goldenschlager or something like that. I'll always remember that because the smell of it makes me want to fucking throw up. But nonetheless, as you can see, I have an empty glass. See? Empty. I am going to review a Kentucky bourbon that seems to be a favorite amongst a lot of people. Before I get into that, the cigar of the day is this little beauty right here. If I can get the light just right. This is from CAO. It is the Amazon Fuma M Corda. Comes out of the South American Amazon. It's very, very, very special tobacco, and it's awesome. I'm not gonna make this a long, drawn-out review because what I'm gonna talk about is a whiskey that everyone seems to fucking love. I haven't met a single person who didn't like this particular bourbon. Without further ado, tonight's choice is this guy. I'm trying to get it so that you can fucking see it. Woodford Reserve. As you can see, I've been drinking on this bitch. Alright. I've had it for about a week, so I just wanted to make sure I got the research down pat. Woodford Reserve, Distiller Select, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 750 mil. Barrel batch or label batch 2474, bottle number 1995, 45.2% alcohol by volume, 90.4 proof. Selected by master distiller Chris Morris. And that's basically, I guess I'll read the label on the back real quick. The art of making fine bourbon first took place on the site of the Woodford Reserve Distillery, a national historic landmark. In 1812, the perfectly balanced taste of our Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey is comprised of more than 200 detectable flavor notes, from bold grain and wood to sweet aromatic spice and fruit and floral notes. So yeah, I didn't read much up on it. 200 flavor notes. Yeah, y'all look too y'all look too fancy for me. What's the word I was looking for? Sophisticated. I was getting ready to say confiscated. You can tell I've been around. Sophisticated. Woodford Reserve. Very, very, very. To me, I'm already gonna tell you because it is one of my favorites, and it's something that I keep in my cabinet at all times. There are, from what I've seen on shelves, 3, maybe 4 different ones that I've seen. The one that I have yet to try is, I think it's a double barrel. Look, listen, let me stop right here real quick. Listen, I have had my share of scotch today. It's Sunday, and the fucking Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. Again, I fucking hate the Patriots. I am an Atlanta Falcons fan. Also, before I get going, Cigar Junkies hooked me up with this t-shirt. Anyway, back to it. So, if I seem to stutter and stammer through this interview or this review, that's because I've been drinking already. I didn't prepare anything. I didn't take notes. What I did was I pulled up Master of Malt website and I'm just gonna read from it and then give you guys my thoughts on it. First of all, here's what it looks like. You can get that color on there. Check out that Etch and Sketch logo on the bottom of my glass. How dope is that? Etch and Sketch. If you guys need some work done, personalized work, you can get it done with those guys. They're awesome. I'll put the website in the description below this video. But that's the color. It's dark. And I like that. Alright. So according to masterofmalt.com, the tasting note, the nose is quite thick and creamy. There are notes of honey and spice, leather, a touch of cocoa, a little smoke, toasty oak, and vanilla cream with a hint of butterscotch. Smell like bourbon. The palate is thick and full. There are notes of espresso beans, winter spice, cereal sweetness, plenty of rye, ground ginger, almond oil, toasty oak, and a little rum. The finish is long and mature with notes of cereals and toasty oaken spice. You know what? I know there are a lot of uppity, I only drink the best of the best motherfuckers out there that give descriptions like that. And trust me when I say, there are motherfuckers out there that do the same thing with cigar tastings. Now, I get it. Everybody's palate is different. Not one time in my entire existence of drinking bourbon, or especially drinking Woodford Reserve, have I ever tasted Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Never have I ever tasted Fruit Loops. Maybe I'm inexperienced. I'll tell you right now, I'm inexperienced. That's why I only review the under $40 ones. Now this bottle right here cost me $34. Under $40. Is that under 40? Under 40, that's what this whole fucking thing is about. This bottle cost me $34, okay? Which means I can buy this all the time, anytime I want to. Now, as far as, now I'm not doubting Master of Malt. I'm not even trying to diss them. This ain't like the 50 Cent and Ja Rule beef. I'm not trying to diss anybody. All I'm saying is, I ain't never tasted breakfast in my bourbon unless the shit was in my coffee. And coffee counts as breakfast. So, there's the color. Let's taste it. Oh, let's smell it. Nope, no Fruit Loops. No Lucky Charms. No Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Well, damn. But, however, there is butterscotch. There's a sweetness to it. There is a sweetness to this Woodford Reserve. There's some spice. I'm not so sure about the butterscotch, but I think a lot of Kentucky bourbons have that butterscotch caramel flavor profile to it. Oakiness, I can't remember the last time I ate a fucking oak tree, but I can tell there's a woodsiness to it. A woodsiness to it. And when I say woodsiness, I'm not talking about like frolicking down the fucking path, going to grandma's house. I'm talking about like, I don't know, not so much fresh cut trees, but like in a lumberyard, but it's been there for a minute type of woodiness. I'm not good at this shit. I'm gonna taste it. See, the thing with Woodford Reserve for me is, no matter how many times I've had it, it always has that lasting impression, and it gets you warm right here. Do I think it's a good beginner bourbon for the, for the beginner? I think you'd have to work your way up to it. Maybe try, everybody starts off with Jim and Jack. I know I started off with Jim Beam. That review's coming soon, but a step up would be this. Now, if I had to compare Woodford Reserve, and some people are going to disagree with me, and the thing about that is I don't give a fuck if you disagree with me or not. This is my channel. You don't like it, go make your own. Is that it's $34. Buffalo Trace is, I can get it for $24. Weller Special Reserve, I can get for $18. And Maker's Mark, I can get for $22. Larceny, I can get for $19. And they're all just the same quality. I do understand a lot of people like Woodford Reserve. Woodford Reserve is awesome. I fucking love Woodford Reserve. But if I felt like saving money, which I like to do, I would go, I keep it, but I don't always drink it. Like I said, I've had this for a week, and there's enough to help me sleep tonight. But I've also hit a bottle of Buffalo Trace in 2 days. And that's only an $8 price difference. Now, backtracking. Woodford Reserve is amazing. I do love Woodford Reserve. I always keep it in my cabinet. All I'm saying is that there's some equal bourbons for a cheaper price. I don't know about you, but $34 versus $23. I mean, that extra little money always helps with gas, especially considering the fucking gas is going up. Anyway, Woodford Reserve, on the finish, it is long, it is thick on the palate. It sounds weird to say, I don't like fucking saying it, but it's the truth and I don't know how else to describe it. It is hot. When I say hot, I'm not talking about that bullshit fireball hot. I'm talking about it's got some pepper. It's got that kick to it. And it's not at the back end. It's from the beginning to the middle to the back end to the point where your chest is fuzzy, right? It is good. It is good. My wife even likes this one. And she's not a big time bourbon or scotch drinker. She's a craft beer person. I think I've mentioned that several fucking times. But she will drink this. However, give me a second. The thing about bourbon, the thing about any drink, is that there's no one out there. I don't care how fancy their car is. I don't care how aged their scotch or bourbon is. I don't care how fancy their watch is. If there's something out there that costs less than $40 fucking and you feel like you want to flex on the gram with that bitch, flex on the gram with that bitch. I will flex all day with a bottle of Woodford Reserve, like, what? And not feel a bit of shame. You know why? Because I like what I like. And there's no shame in that. So, Woodford Reserve on this edition of Whiskey Wonder. I'm buzzed. I'm good. I'm nice. I have a very early wake-up call in the morning to hit the gym, and I will be there. Bells and whistle. I'm going to do another review on one that barely made the under $40 mark. It made it by like a penny. It was $39.99. Of course, I'm not doing these based on with tax type shit. But there's another one that I picked up this past week that I've only had it twice. The first time I drank almost the entire bottle, so I was told. And then the second time I wanted to try it in a little bit more of a secure setting, basically at home. So I will upload that tomorrow. But for now, Whiskey Wonder, Woodford Reserve, $34. And it is, like I said, 90.4 proof, 45.2% alcohol by volume in the 750 ml size. I'm almost done with it. Will I finish it? I don't know. I already can't speak. It feels like I'm talking in cursive. So, Whiskey Wonder. I haven't been around. It's been about a week since my last review. I do apologize. I'll try to keep these things a little more consistent, and I'll try to get them shorter, I guess. I don't know. But that's what happens when you want to share your drinking experience with the world. So, if you're watching this, subscribe, share it with your friends. A couple of shout outs real quick. I want to give a shout out to Summit Cigars. Joey, you the man. My homeboy Chavis, punk ass. CAO for the great cigars. Etch and Sketch Glassworks for all of my custom glasses. And Master of Malt for having such a divine, exquisite review of Woodford Reserve. Sorry, I'm just not that educated in the world of bourbon, but I'm getting there. Trust me, I'm reading all the time and tasting. Whiskey Wonder, you guys have a good fucking night. I'll see you next time.